Wilson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Sperry. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. The quick out. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Back to the ground with the running back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position. Being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to run it to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, as most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Holmes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Seminoles are on the move. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's White. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Fears the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clemson is quick to the line. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and you'll see it often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Buying some time. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage.
Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Quickly to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Sperry. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll throw on third down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davidson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complete.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds a little space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. On the direct snap, it's Randall. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Berry. Got a man, it's Davis. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. He'll throw it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Berry. Buys a little time. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive. We're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on. The top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Davidson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Punting on first down, but why? A low line drive and short kick. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. In the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense? Is that what we're doing here? Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Drive from the 42. Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
They'll try the run. There he goes. Got enough for the first. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Berry. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Noles want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. And pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. No huddle offense to the line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. It's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Time Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Klubnik. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop them.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.